Everyone in the small village of Mawuto could hear Alma crying out in pain. She was having her first baby. Alma held her husband Kofi's hand very tight. "It hurts so much, Kofi," Alma cried out. "I can't do this." "You can, my love," Kofi said, wiping sweat from her forehead. "You are the strongest woman I know. Keep pushing, Alma." "The baby is coming," shouted Ya, the old woman who helped mothers have babies. "I can see the head now." It was raining very hard outside. Water hit the roof, making loud noises. The rain had not stopped for 3 days. "The gods are sending a special child," Ya said, looking up at the leaking roof. "Rain for 3 days is a powerful sign." With one final push, Alma's baby arrived in the world. "It's a boy," Ya said when the baby finally came out crying. "A strong boy with good lungs." She cleaned the baby and wrapped him in a soft cloth. At first, everyone was happy. Kofi jumped up and down. "A son! My first son!" he shouted with joy. "Let me hold him." But then Ya looked worried as she checked the baby more carefully. She waved her hand in front of the baby's eyes. Then she did it again. The baby did not blink or follow her hand. "What's wrong with my baby?" Kofi asked. His voice was shaking because he was scared. Ya had tears in her eyes. "The baby cannot see. His eyes do not work." "What do you mean?" Alma asked, trying to sit up. "Let me see my baby." Ya handed the baby to his mother. Alma looked into her son's eyes. They were beautiful eyes, but they did not look back at her. "My baby, my poor baby," Alma whispered, holding him close. "What did I do wrong?" "You did nothing wrong," Kofi said firmly. "The gods decided this, not us." They named their son Kwame. He was completely blind. The next day, they took Kwame to see the village doctor. The doctor looked at the baby's eyes for a long time. "Don't worry," said the village doctor, patting Emma's hand. "Many babies have small problems when they are born. It will get better." "Are you sure?" Alma asked hopefully. "Will my son see one day?" "We must wait and pray," the doctor said. "Come back in 1 month." But Kwame's eyes never got better. They went back to the doctor many times. Each time, the doctor looked more worried. "Maybe if we had money for the big hospital in the city," Kofi said one night as they watched Kwame sleep. "We will save every coin," Alma said. "Our son will see one day." 2 years passed. Kwame grew into a happy little boy who could feel his way around their small house. He laughed a lot and loved to listen to his father's stories. Then Amma felt sick in the mornings again. Her belly grew big very fast. "The gods are giving us another child," Kofi said, rubbing her stomach. "Maybe this time." When the time came, Ya was there again to help. This time, the surprise was big. "Twins!" Ya shouted. "Amma, you have twins, a boy and a girl." They called them Kojo and Aqua. The babies were small but healthy. When Ya checked the twins' eyes, she looked sad again. "No, please no," Amma cried, already knowing the truth. "Not again." Ya shook her head slowly. "I am sorry, Amma. These babies cannot see either." "Let me hold them," Kofi said. He took the twins in his strong arms. "They are beautiful, Amma, perfect in every way." Both twins could not see. They were blind too. That night, Kofi found Amma crying outside their house. "Why is this happening to us?" she sobbed. "3 children, all blind. What did we do to make the gods so angry?" People in the village started talking behind their backs. "I heard someone say our family is cursed," Amma told Kofi one day at the water well. "That family must have done something bad," some people said when they walked by. "The gods are punishing them." "They bring bad luck," others whispered loudly enough for Amma to hear. A woman pulled her child away when Amma walked past with Kwame. "Don't touch that boy," the woman said. "His blindness might catch you." Kofi got angry when he heard these things. "Those people are the blind ones," he told Amma that night. They cannot see the beauty in our children. He hugged Amma and said, "Don't listen to them. Our children are special gifts. We will love them with all our hearts." "But how will they live in this world?" Amma asked. "How will they work or find food when we are old?" "We will teach them," Kofi said. "They will learn to use their other senses. They will be strong." In the next 4 years, Amma had 3 more babies, Abena, Kwesi, and little Isi. They were all very cute and healthy, but each new baby had the same problem. None of them could see. "Again?" the midwife asked when she checked baby Abena's eyes. "How strange this is." When Kwesi was born a year later, the doctor didn't even pretend to be hopeful. "I've never seen anything like this," he admitted. 5 children from the same parents, all blind. And when little Isi came, people didn't even ask anymore. They just assumed she would be blind too. They were right. Now Amma and Kofi had 6 children. All of them were blind. "Look how beautiful they are," Kofi would say in the evenings as the children played together. "Kwame, teach your brother how to count the seeds." 1, 2, 3, Kwame would say, helping 4-year-old Kwesi feel the seeds one by one. The talking in the village got worse. When Amma walked on the road with her children, people would cross to the other side. "There goes the blind family," they would say. "Something is not right with them." "Keep away from that family," parents told their children. "Their bad luck might spread to you." One day at the market, Amma overheard 2 women talking. "How do they even feed all those blind children?" one woman asked. "The husband works day and night," the other replied. "But how long can they go on like that?" It was true. Kofi worked harder than ever. He fished all day and made baskets at night to sell. "You need to rest," Amma told him one night. "You look so tired." "There is no time to rest," he said. "Our children need food, clothes, and medicine." Then something terrible happened. When baby Isi was only 6 months old, a big storm hit the village. The sky turned dark and the wind howled. "The fish come close to shore during storms," Kofi told Amma that morning. "The other men are too afraid to go out. I can catch many fish today." "Please don't go," Amma begged, holding his arm. "The storm is too strong." "I need to catch more fish," he told Amma before he left. "We need money for medicine for the children. Kwesi's cough is getting worse." "At least wait until the storm passes," Amma said. "By then the fish will be gone," Kofi replied. He kissed each child on the forehead. "I'll be back before dark with enough fish to last a week." Those were the last words he ever said to them. That night, some men came to Amma's house. They knocked loudly on the door. "Amma," called out their neighbor, Tawia. "Open the door." Amma knew something was wrong by the sound of his voice. She opened the door and saw 3 men standing there, wet from the rain. They brought Kofi's empty boat. "Where is Kofi?" Amma asked, her heart beating fast. Tawia looked down at his feet. "The storm was too strong. We found his boat floating empty." "No," Amma whispered. "No, no, no." "We're still looking for him," another man said. "Maybe he swam to shore somewhere else." But Amma knew. She could feel it in her heart. Kofi had fallen into the river. The men found his body 3 days later, washed up on the riverbank. "Mama, why are you crying?" Kwame asked, touching her face with his small fingers. "Where is Papa?" "Papa has gone to be with the ancestors," Amma said, her voice breaking. "He won't be coming home again." "When will we see him?" asked Kojo. "We won't see him," Akua said. "We can't see anything." Amma fell down, crying. She screamed so loud that even the village leaders who didn't like her family came to see what happened. "My husband is gone," she cried. "The father of my children is gone." "Poor woman," she heard someone say, "left alone with 6 blind children." "How will I feed my 6 children?" she cried. How can I take care of 6 blind children all by myself? That night, after the children fell asleep all around her on their sleeping mats, Amma sat by the door looking out at the dark night. She thought about going to the river and jumping in. She thought dying would be easier than facing all her problems. "Kofi," she whispered into the darkness, "how can I do this without you?" The night was silent except for the breathing of her children. 6 little ones who needed her. 6 children who could not see the world but who needed to live in it. "I cannot do this," she whispered. "It's too hard." But then Kwame, her oldest son, moved in his sleep. He reached out his small hand, feeling around until he found her. "Mama," he said in his sleep. "Mama here." His little fingers held onto her hand tightly, as if he knew what she was thinking, as if he was telling her not to leave. Amma felt something change inside her. Her sadness was still there, but now she felt strong too. These children had only her now. She was their eyes, their protection, their hope. "Yes, my son," she said very quietly, squeezing his hand. "Mama is here. Mama will always be here." She looked at all 6 of her children sleeping around her. Kwame, Kojo, Aqua, Abena, Kwesi, and little Asi. They couldn't see anything with their eyes, but she would help them feel the good things in life. They couldn't see sunshine, but she would be their light. "We will be okay," she promised them as they slept, touching each child's head gently. "I don't know how, but we will find a way to live a good life. Your father will watch over us from the spirit world, and I will be strong for all of us." As the first light of dawn came through the small window, Amma made a promise to herself and to her children. The sun came up, bringing a new day to the village. Amma woke up with her 6 children still sleeping around her. The sound of their breathing gave her strength. "Wake up, my children," Amma said softly. "A new day is here." Kwame sat up first, rubbing his eyes. Though he could not see, he always faced toward his mother's voice. "Mama, I'm hungry," little Abena said, her hands feeling around for her mother. Her stomach made a loud noise. "Me too," said Kojo, sitting up and stretching. "My belly hurts." "Mine too," echoed the others one by one. Aqua started to cry. "Papa always brings food in the morning. Where is Papa?" Amma's heart felt like it was breaking all over again. How could she explain to a 5-year-old that her father would never come back? "Papa is gone to the ancestor world," Amma said, gathering Aqua in her arms. "He watches us from there now." "But who will bring us food?" Kwesi asked, his voice small and worried. Amma looked around their little house. She went to their food basket. There was only half a bowl of rice left. Not nearly enough for 7 people, but it was all they had. She cooked the rice with a little water to make it seem like more. Then she divided it into 6 tiny portions, keeping none for herself. "Here, Kwame," she said, placing a small bowl in his hands. "And here's yours, Kojo." "Aqua, this is for you." "But it's so little," Kwame said, feeling the small amount with his fingers. "Eat slowly," she told them. "Taste every grain. Enjoy each bite." "Aren't you eating, Mama?" Abena asked. "I already ate while you were sleeping," Amma lied. Her stomach growled loudly, but she ignored it. As the children ate their small portions, Amma looked around the house at the few things they owned. There was the sleeping mat Kofi had made from reeds. There were 3 pots for cooking. There were her wedding beads, Kofi's fishing spear hanging on the wall, and a special copper pot that had belonged to her grandmother. Amma made a hard decision. She would have to sell these things to feed her children. "Kwame," she called to her oldest son, who was now 12. "Come here." The boy stood up carefully and walked toward her voice, his hands slightly out in front to feel his way. "Yes, Mama," he said when he reached her. "I must go to the big market today," she told him. "You are the oldest. You must watch over your brothers and sisters." Kwame's face showed worry. But how will I do that? I cannot see if they get into trouble. Amma took his hands. You don't need eyes to take care of them. Use your ears. Listen for where they are. Count them often to make sure all 5 are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Kwame said, touching each sibling's head. I can do that. Good boy, Amma said. And what will you do if someone comes to the door? I will not open it, Kwame said. I will ask who is there, but keep the door closed until you come back. Very smart, Amma said. She turned to the other children. And all of you must listen to Kwame. He is in charge until I return. When will you come back? Kojo asked, his voice shaking a little. Before the sun goes down, Amma promised. Be good, stay inside, and take care of each other. She hugged each child. Little Isi, who was still so small, clung to her. No go, Mama, the baby girl cried. I must go so I can bring back food, Amma explained. Play with your brothers and sisters. I will be back soon. With a heavy heart, Amma left the house. She carried a small bundle with her wedding beads, Kofi's fishing spear, and the copper pot. Watch the children, she told 12-year-old Kwame one last time. I'll be back before dark. The walk to the big market in the next village was long, 5 miles of dusty road under the hot sun. Amma's legs hurt and her mouth was dry, but she kept walking. Many people passed her on the road. Some looked away when they saw who she was. There goes the widow with the blind children, she heard one woman whisper to another. Such bad luck follows her, the other replied. Stay away. At last, Amma reached the big market. It was full of people buying and selling food, cloth, pots, and many other things. The noise and smells were overwhelming after the quiet of her village. She found a man who bought old things to sell again. What will you give me for these? Amma asked, showing him her treasures. The man looked at the beads, the spear, and the copper pot. He turned them over in his hands. These beads are just colored clay, he said, and this spear has a crack in the handle. The pot is good, though. The beads were my wedding gift, Amma said, and the spear belonged to my husband who just died. They have value. Not to me, the man said with a shrug. He offered her a very small amount of money. That is not enough, Amma protested. My children are hungry. That is my price, the man said, not looking at her. Take it or go somewhere else. Amma knew no one else would give her more. With a heavy heart, she accepted the money. It would buy food for maybe 3 days if she was very careful. On her way home, with a small bag of rice, some dried fish, and a few vegetables, Amma passed a farm. An old woman was struggling to pull weeds from her yam field. Amma stopped and watched for a moment. The woman was very old, with a bent back and shaking hands. She worked slowly, often stopping to catch her breath. Suddenly, Amma had an idea. She approached the old woman. Good day, mother, Amma said respectfully. Your farm looks big for one person to care for. The old woman squinted up at her. Who are you? I am Amma from the next village, she answered. I see you working alone here. My son left to find work in the city, the old woman said. He sends money when he can, but he cannot help me with the farm anymore. Amma took a deep breath. I will work your land, she told the old woman. I am strong. I can do the work of 2 men. The old woman, whose name was Nana, looked at Amma's thin arms doubtfully. You don't look very strong to me. I have 6 children to feed, Amma said. That makes me strong. Nana raised her eyebrows. 6 children? Where is your husband? He died, Amma said simply. My children and I are alone now. And what payment do you seek for this work? Nana asked. Food, Amma replied simply. Food for my children. Nana had heard about the woman with 6 blind children. Many people in the area had talked about this strange family. Curiosity more than kindness made her agree. Come tomorrow at sunrise, she said. We will see how strong you really are." "Thank you," Amma said. "You will not regret this." She hurried home, happy that she had found a way to feed her children longer than just a few days. When she reached her house, she called out, "Kwame!" "I'm home." The door opened slowly, and Kwame stood there with a worried face. "Mama, is it really you?" "Yes, my son," Amma said, hugging him. "Are your brothers and sisters all right?" "Count us, Mama," called Kojo from inside. "Make sure we're all here." Amma went inside and touched each child's head, counting them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Kwame, she said. "All my children are safe." "Did you bring food?" Abena asked hopefully. "Yes, I did," Amma said, opening her bag. "And I found work, too. We will have food tomorrow and the day after that, too." She cooked rice with a little dried fish and vegetables. It was still not enough to fill their bellies completely, but it was better than the morning's meal. "Now tell me," Amma said as they ate, "what did you do today while I was gone?" "Kwame taught us a new game," Essie said excitedly. "We played finding sounds." "What's that?" Amma asked. "Kwame would make a sound in the room," Kojo explained, "and we had to point to where it came from. It helps us know where things are without seeing them," Akua added. Amma looked at Kwame with pride. "That's very clever. Did you think of this game yourself?" Kwame nodded. "Papa used to play it with me when I was little. I remembered it today." Tears filled Amma's eyes, but she quickly wiped them away. "Your father was a wise man. He is smiling at you from the spirit world." For the next month, Amma worked from sunrise to sunset on Nana's farm. Her hands became rough with calluses and sometimes bled. Her back ached every night. But each evening she returned home with enough food to feed her children. "You are stronger than you look," Nana told her after the first week. "You work harder than my son ever did." "My children's hungry bellies make me strong," Amma replied. The children waited eagerly for her return each day. "Mama's coming," Kwame would announce, hearing her footsteps on the path before the others. "How do you know it's her?" Nana asked him one day when she came with Amma to meet the children. "Everyone walks differently," Kwame explained. "Mama's steps are quick but tired. Her right foot drags a little when she's been working all day." Nana was amazed. "You hear all that?" "When you can't see, your ears become your eyes," Kwame said simply. Every evening, Amma taught her children something new. She showed them how to identify vegetables by their smell and shape. She taught them to count money by feeling the different-sized coins. She helped them learn their way around the house and yard by counting steps. 15 steps from the door to the water pot, Amma would say. "Remember that." 15 steps, the children would repeat, practicing the walk together. One day, as Amma worked in Nana's fields under the hot sun, she heard a sound that made her heart stop. Drums. Not the happy drums of celebration, but the warning drums that signaled danger. "What is it?" she asked Nana, who had stopped working too. "Fire," the old woman said. "The warning pattern means fire in the village." Amma dropped her tools and began to run. "My children,"